And as we stand up tall, the shoulders are going to roll back and down. And we're going to do something called digging in the garden. So we're going to let the hands come down, knees bend. And then we bring our hands forward and up to the sky. So we dig in the garden today. Breathing in, exhaling out. Big breath in and exhale. We're making a nice deep hole. And then we're going to hold at the top and reverse, coming out and down. We're going to place our little rose bush or our flowers in that hole we just dug. Big breath in and exhale out. Then we're going to hold, lift the hands up halfway. Turn your left toe out and bend and straighten the knee. Now the knee is going to stay bent. We'll go right into our warrior two, digging toes into the mat, dropping the heels down. You can even turn your head, looking over that left shoulder. And from here, we're going to actually bring back your right hand to your heart and then pull back like we're pulling a bow and arrow. So it's opening up the chest a little more. You can even lift up your fingers, a finger on that left hand. You feel that strength and the opening of the rib cage. Now as we pull back on our bow and arrow, we're going to lift up, reversing our warrior two. Now we're going to let go of the arrow. And you can let the arrow fly. You might rotate the arm, loosening up the shoulder. You might let it reach higher to the sky as it flies through the air. Our reverse warrior two today. Now as the arrow slowly comes down towards the ground, we're going to straighten the left knee and let the arrow fall where it may. Your hand might be on the leg, the foot, the floor. It's wherever it's comfortable. You're thinking of pushing your hips all the way to the right, away from the arms. In our triangle pose. You can look down at the ground, to the side of the room, up to the sky. If that right hand is bothering you, it can be on the hip, it can be on the heart. Some people reach over the head. Now we'll bend the right elbow again. We're going to pull back our bow and arrow, reload our arrows. We now reclaimed it. We're going to lift back up and bend the knee. We're going to do that all over again, pulling the arrow back, looking over that left shoulder. You're finding your focal point with your fingers. Then we're going to lift towards the sky. Our reverse warrior two. We'll let the arrow fly, release the hand out, and wiggle the fingers at the top. Feathers, the wind going across them. A nice deep breath in. We'll come back down halfway, straightening the knee. The arrow flies down towards the ground. In your triangle pose, breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to slowly just walk our hands up. Bend and straighten the knee. We'll turn the toes forward. Walk the feet in a little bit. You can rock side to side. Maybe wiggle the ankles, the toes, shoulders roll back and down. Releasing any tension right in the middle. We're going to lift up. We'll go to the 5-pointed star. Hands come out. Extend the palms. Toes can be out slightly as we bend the knees. And we'll bring the elbows into our moonflower and then extend back out to the 5-pointed star. Breath in and exhale. Inhale to the star. Inhale to the moon. Inhale to the star. Exhale to the moon. And then we'll hold in our star. We're going to hinge at the waist, the hips, maybe bend the knees a little bit as we scoop an armful of sunflowers off the ground in front. And extend back out. Big breath in. And exhaling. Back to the 5-pointed star. One last sun. And we'll hold and add the two together. Coming in to the moonflower. Go ahead and exhale to the star. Inhale to the sun. And exhale to the star. Inhale to the moon. Exhale to the star. Inhale to the sun. And then to the star. Lift the hands up. Exhaling out. We're going to turn your toes. So the right toe turns out and the knee bends. We'll inhale, lifting up halfway for our warrior two. Shoulders relax down. And we're going to bend the left elbow. Pull back our bow and arrow, and you might lift up the fingers on that right side. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Our warrior's shooting its bow and arrow today. Now we're actually going to pull back a little bit more on that left shoulder. We'll lift up the right hand. You can wiggle the fingers as we release the arrow to fly through the sky. And then when you're ready, slowly lower down halfway, straighten the knee, and then let the arrow come all the way down to the ground. Now it's wherever it feels comfortable on the leg, the foot, the floor. And you're right into your triangle pose. We're going to pull back left elbow. Open up the rib cage and lift up. Bend the knee on the right. And then pull back. Reloading our arrow. Big breath in. And exhale. And when you're ready, we'll pull back a little more and lift up the right arm. And release the arrow towards the sky. You can wiggle the fingers, rotate the arm. Feel that rib cage lift off the hip. And we'll take a big breath in. And exhale down. The arrow flies and then falls towards the ground. Wherever you feel comfortable. Remember that left hand could be on the hip if that feels better. Or it can be on the heart, or over the head. I'm going to let the hands just come to the sides. Walk. Right fingertips up. Bend and straighten the knee. And then walk your toes in a little closer. Rock side to side. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. And we'll return long ways on your mat. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. We'll draw little circles with our fingers. And then reverse the direction of the circles. Going to the lion's cub. The tiger cub. I guess it's going to be a lion's cub too. As we draw those circles, we're going to make a fist. And then we're going to pull up because the lion cub does not want to get out of its bed today. And we're going to lift so he's underneath his covers, stretching, not letting anyone know he's awake. And then draw the little circles up at the top. Maybe reverse the circle. You need to take a big yawn, opening the mouth. The lion's roar. Another big breath in. And then we're going to bring hands down, grab a hold of those covers. We're going to show our pretty face. Getting out of our bed, we push the covers all the way to our feet. Now you can let your arms hang. You can draw little circles. You can sway side to side, going right into the ragdoll if you would like. And lower the hands down till fingertips touch the floor, and we'll step back with one foot, then the other. All fours, that downward dog. It could be a puppy dog on the knees. We are going to the mat, so whenever you feel comfortable going to the floor, you can. Now you can be a dolphin on the elbows if that's more your style today. Remember, yoga is for you, so do what feels best for your body. Release comparisons. And then we'll come down onto the knees, shifting your weight back. You can be in your child's pose with the hands forward to the side or next to your feet. Breathing in, exhaling. And the hands come underneath the shoulders. We lift up, tuck your head under, round the spine. Breathing in through the nose and out. Now we're going to extend the spine, looking forward to the cow. Bottom lip's going to come over the top lip, stretching long. Exhale to the cat, tucking under. Inhale to the cow, looking forward. Exhale to the cat. Get top that's scared or upset. Inhale to the cow. Then we'll come to a nice flat back. Support your weight with your left hand, and we'll take the right hand out to the side, threading the eye of the needle. The hand comes through, and it creates tension, a little sawing motion between the floor and the arm. Now you might slide all the way through to the elbow. Some people go to the shoulder or even rest the head on the floor. That's where it feels best for your body today. Inhaling, expanding the rib cage. Exhaling, emptying out toxins. We're going to slowly come out, lifting back up and changing sides. Support with the right hand, left hand goes out. And then we come through the space, sliding down wherever it feels comfortable. It might just be at the hand, it might be at the elbow, it might be at the shoulder, or even resting the head on the floor. Or you can just sit in your child's pose and ignore me completely if this bothers your shoulder. Then we'll unthread the needle. Support with both hands as we shift your weight forward, laying down on the front of the mat. Right arm extends, push fingertips into the mat. Support with that left hand and drop the shoulder down. So we're going into a scarecrow. We'll lift the chin up, rest the ear on the mat. Stack the hips if you would like. Left hip on top of the right, left hip falls gently behind. Left hand can extend or it can be on the hip. And then we'll roll back onto your stomach. Readjusting, extending out the left arm. Our scarecrow, we lift up with the right hand, drop the shoulder down, lift up the chin and rest the ear on the mat. Stack the hips if you would like. That right hip on top of the left, right foot falls gently behind. We breathe in and exhale out. And then we'll roll back onto your stomach, both arms extending, lifting up to our prone cobra. Chest can come off the mat, toes can come off the mat if you would like. It can be up or down. Fingertips can even touch the mat, helping to support arms if you need. And bring the hands forward, and we'll add a little swimming motion, alternating the hands and the feet. Breathing in. We'll lower the hands down, drag the fingertips in, elbows push into the mat. Shoulder pushes back and down, and we lengthen out long, breathing in and exhaling. You're going to bend your right knee and push that right hip into the mat. Going right into a bow pose, like a bow and arrow. So people reach back, tracing their hand around the leg, holding onto the foot, soft the pant leg. Now I give you time to do each side by itself. Some people choose to use both feet and both hands, whatever feels best for your body. Your head can be high or low. You can rest your head down. You can use the same hand. You could use the opposite hand. You could use both hands or no hands at all. Take one last big breath in, and then bend and straighten the knee. And we'll change sides, bending the left leg, pushing that left hip into the mat. And that may be all you need, but if you'd like, you can reach back, holding onto the foot, the sock, pant leg. Head can be high or low. And our bow, like a bow and arrow. One last big breath in. We'll slowly release, bend and straighten the knee. We'll bend both legs, let the legs sway side to side, loosen up any tension in the hips. Lower the feet down, place your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll lift up to all fours. Take the knees a little wider in a wide angle child's pose. Hips push straight back. This can also be a frog if you bring your elbows towards your knees. Lowering the head down to wherever it feels comfortable. And then inhale, lifting up. Coming to all fours, bring the knees to the center, and we're going to do a child's prayer, coming onto the elbows. Elbows walk a little bit farther forward. Hands come together in that prayer pose, and then we shift your weight back, and the prayer hands come behind your head. We drop the shoulders down, and then start pushing the hips towards the feet. Start to drag the arms along the floor, under the arms, creating that tension against the floor and the elbow. We'll lower the hands down, place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift the head up, lean to the side, and bring the feet around to the front, shaking out any tension you might have. We'll point and flex the feet. Shoulders lift to the ears, they roll back and down. Shake your head, yes. And we'll bend your left knee, crossing the foot over if you'd like, or leaving it right next door. Right hand comes forward, left hand behind your back. Turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck. Spinal twist, sitting down. We'll slowly untwist, coming forward, cradling our baby and rocking it side to side. Now, it does not matter how you cradle a baby. It might be with that front foot, giving the arms a rest, or your leg can be straight. And I'm going to actually show you something a little bit different, bringing the knee in towards the chest. So you can place the foot on the floor, and we're going to hold on to your ankle, or you can do a yogi toe grip with middle finger and thumb around the big toe. We're going to place your right hand on the right knee, and then we're going into our shooting arrow. So this is your arrow. We did our bow earlier, and we bring the knee back under the arm and then straight forward. So it's lifting it up and down. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see you're trying to bring that knee on the outside of the body, kind of under the arm. If you notice, I'm just holding the leg. It does not matter where it's at. Now, some people have that yogi toe grip, bringing it back. Some people do a yogi toe grip on both legs. But we're just loosening up the hip. It's pulling back the bow and arrow. Now let's place the foot back down on the floor. We can go a little bit wider if you'd like, rock side to side. And we'll walk your hands down the center. It does not matter how wide you are or how far you forward fold. We're going to walk both hands over to your right leg and add a reverse triangle. We're going to bring right hand back behind you and look to the back wall. You might be feeling the stretch on the back of that right leg, that hamstring, and behind the knee. You might be feeling the stretch down the left hip, around the waistline and into the lower back. A reverse triangle. And then we'll come back forward. Shift your weight side to side and bring the legs back to the center. Shake out any tension because we're going to bend your right knee, crossing the foot over. Left hand comes around, right hand behind your back. Turn your torso, your shoulders, your neck. Spinal twist, sitting down. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And then we'll slowly untwist when you're ready. Cradling and rocking the baby. Wherever your hands feel comfortable. Really close, rocking the baby. Set the foot on the front leg and give the arms a rest. But eventually, we're going to set the foot down for a moment, looking at that knee. We're going to place your hand anywhere on the leg. It might be the ankle. Do a yogi toe grip. We're going to bring the foot forward and back. Left hand just rests on the other leg. We're just trying to bring that knee kind of to the shoulder, maybe under the shoulder. Just changing the direction of the movement of the hip. And we're shooting our arrow today. So you had the bow pose, you had the arrow pose, you had the shooting, the arrow when we were in our warrior two. And that's the warrior on his horse when we're in our warrior two. We're going to set this foot down. Take the legs a little wider. Adjust the hips so we kind of rock side to side as we walk your hands out. So you can feel those hamstrings lengthening. We'll take a deep breath in. Walk your hands over to the left side. Point and flex the foot. And then keep your right hand forward. Left hand comes back behind you and you look to the back wall. Reverse triangle sitting down today. Then we'll walk your hands back to the center. Nice and slow. Rock side to side. And we'll bring the legs in nice and easy. Shake out any tension you might have. You can rub the knees. We're going to roll like a ball onto our back. So we bend the knees, kind of lean to the side and come onto our back. However you feel comfortable, you can rock side to side. You rock forward and back. You're just kind of self-adjusting. And we'll place your hands on the knees and draw a little circular motion, massaging the spine. And then reverse the direction so we go the other way. So we're massaging right between the hip bones and that lower back. And then place your feet on the floor for a bridge pose, lifting the hips up off the mat, creating a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. That bridge. Hands can be anywhere it's comfortable. Some people hold on to their ankles. Allowing gravity to shift the weight down, getting fresh oxygen to your brain, creating a little space between the organs. And then we're going to think of your shoulders, taking a deep breath in. And roll down from the shoulders, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone's the last thing to touch the floor. And we're going to do our little bridges. It's like an upside down cat-cow. So we're going to think of lifting the belly button towards the spine. And let that create the space underneath our back. So you could have water running underneath your body. And then we're going to push the belly button down and lift the hips up. So as the hips lift off the ground, it's just a little bridge. Not as high as before. We're going to lower the hips down and lift the belly button up, having that space under the spine. And then push the belly button down and the hips come up. You have that little bit of space. So it's like rocking the pelvic bone up and down. We're going to lift the belly button to the sky again, going up, and then push the belly button down and lift the hips up so they come off the ground. So I call them the little bridges to relax the psoas muscle. Let's everything touch the floor now, and the knees fall, swaying side to side. A low knee sway, the knees will fall over to the left side. You can just hold there if you'd like. Some people place that left foot on top of the right knee. If that's too much, just keep the feet on the floor. You might tighten the right glute, lift up the right hip and down a couple times, and then relax into the stretch, breathing in and exhaling out. And if the foot's on top, let's bring it to the floor and let the knees sway side to side once more. A low spinal twist, the legs fall to the right. If you'd like, you can take that right foot and place it on top of the left knee, or keep both feet on the floor. You might adjust the left hip, lifting it up and down a couple times, and then hold the stretch wherever it feels comfortable for your body. And we'll let the feet touch the floor, let the knees sway side to side, and bring both knees into the chest for our full spinal twist. We rock side to side. Open your arms like the letter T at the top of the mat, and then both legs fall to the left as we look to the right. You can extend out one leg, both legs, or keep the knees bent where it feels comfortable for your body. And our full spinal twist lying down. You kind of turn your head to look away from the feet and close your eyes and slow the breath, slow the heart rate, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Bring the knees to the center, rock side to side. Loosen up any tension and the legs fall to the right. As we look to the left, you can extend out one leg or both legs, whatever feels comfortable here. A full spinal twist lying down. And we'll bring the knees back to the center, rock side to side. Lengthen the legs to the sky for our joyful, happy baby. We'll place your hands on the leg, anywhere it feels comfortable, and then the legs fall to the side. Knees can be bent or straight. It does not matter. You can even have your hands in a yogi toe grip on the toes. You can choose to rock your baby side to side in our joyful, happy baby. We do think of lengthening the spine to the front of the room, kind of creating a bowl with the body. You kind of hollow out the stomach, push the belly button down to the ground, and wrap the tailbone around and up to the sky. Our joyful, happy baby. Bring the knees back to the center. Give the knees a little squeeze, a gentle hug. And place your feet on the floor, linking your toes to the front of the room, fingertips through the back of the room, stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. And bring your hands down next to your legs. Roll the shoulders back and down, flex the feet, make a fist with the hands, and tighten all the muscles in the body till you tighten, squeeze. And then release. Feeling the difference of the relaxed body. Now this is your corpse pose, Shavasana. The next few minutes is yours for rest and relaxation, so close your eyes, clear your mind, and let your body be at peace. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll over onto your right side. When you're ready, open your eyes. Walk yourself up to an easy sit position where legs can be straight, crossed, or anywhere in between. We'll draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back, awakening the spine, and then reverse the direction, going the other way. And we'll come to the center, lift the shoulders to the ears, push back and down, loosen up the neck. The hands fall to the sides. We'll inhale up to the sky, down heart center, a little pressure at the palms. Then reverse the direction, stretch the back of the wrist. We'll shake your head yes, loosening up the neck. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes again. We'll inhale, lifting up. Exhale, out and down. Bring your hands behind you. Place one hand on top of the other so the fingertips are just kind of laced in each other. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, push the hands down towards the ground, and lift the chest up to the sky. We're going to stretch the neck and the collarbone. Take the bottom, or the muscles through the collarbone. Bottom lip over the top lip. And lean the head to the left. Lean your head to the right. Bring your head back to the center. Inhale, lifting up with the arms. Exhale out, releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bring your hands heart center. And namaste.